Good day, everybody. This is ABSO LAB Technology. Today, I just want to show us our board. That's ABSO LAB Technology inverter board that can communicate with different LCD up to 9. These are the name of the LCD. So, and these are the sample. So, this board, as you are seeing it, can communicate with up to 9 presently now, with up to 9 different display for inverter. So, and the name I gave to this LCD display is from where the source where I got the display. For example, I got this one from Prague, so I label it as Prague inverter display. This one is a common display. This is 16 by 8 and 16 by 2 LCD. Then this one I got it from Yuaco 1 kV inverter, where this one I got it from Yuaco 2.5 kV inverter. This one is a Blaze display from Luminous. I got it from Luminous inverter. Then this one is a Sunfit SS Power inverter. So I got this one from SS Power inverter. Then this one from AliExpress. You can easily get this display from AliExpress. It's very common. So just go to AliExpress, you find this display there. So then this one is for Sunfit hybrid inverter. So this one is from Sunfit hybrid inverter, and this one is for Mercury inverter. So those inverter I mentioned are not the only inverter using this display. There are numerous inverter that use this display a lot. But the name I just tried to give to those display were the source where I obtained the display. So this board now, as you are seeing it, have the ability to communicate with all these. This is an inverter board, pure wave, pure sine wave. So it can communicate with all the display here. So you just need to select display through this button. You can see this is a button, this is a tactile switch, and this is another one. So this is the main button you use to select the display you want to use. And these are the order, how they are arranged inside the processor here. So the first display is Prague, followed by 16 by 2, followed by 1 kV Yuaco LCD display, followed by the second one Blaze, SS Power, AliExpress display, Sunfit, and Mercury. And do not forget, this AliExpress display, you can easily get it on AliExpress. I don't know for this other platform, but you can easily get it from AliExpress. It's very common and it's very cheap from AliExpress, so you can get it from there if you are the type that want to use those custom design display for inverter. So now, I want to test all the display here with this board, so that if you have access to this board, maybe you need it and you want to repair inverter that the processor board is totally dead, instead of using a processor board that is not compatible with those displays, they already install display that come with that inverter, just get this board from ABSO LAB Technology and select the display of your choice. Then that will be the end. So you can easily use the display with your inverter. So then another thing with this board is that this board can work with 12 volts, 24, 48, and 36 volts. Those are the 4 voltage it can work with presently now. 12 volts, 24, 36 volts, and 48 volts. So those are the voltage this board can work with. Then when the display is on the output of the display, it will display the working voltage. Are you with me now? Then before that, to power the board directly, when you want to use it for inverter, you power the board through this pin. You collect this pin. This is where the power supply will come through to the board through this pin. But during the time you want to select the display, you have to put it in diagnostic mode by powering it through this pin here. So you supply like 12 volt, 24 volt to this pin, to this terminal. So the board will enter diagnostic mode. So that's where you can select the LCD and change the voltage, the battery system, maybe 12 volt or 24 or 36 or 48 volt. Then now, another thing again, this board, as you are seeing it, can also work with 2 switch. It can work with this one, this number 1, and it can work with this type, the one you press and release. So it depends on how you set it during the diagnostic mode. So if you press this button down, this other one, you press it down during the time you want to change the LCD by pressing this one, it means you are using this display to on and off the inverter. But if you release, you didn't press this button, you didn't hold it down during the time you are changing the LCD, it means you are working with this type of switch. Are you with me now? Then that's another part. Then the other part is to change the voltage. For example, now, presently now, during the diagnostic mode, the output of all the display you selected will display the working voltage that the board will work with. after you have exit the diagnostic mode. So for example now this one is on 24. So it means that if I exit my the diagnostic mode now and I connect to the battery system must be 24-volt system. So to change the voltage here now, you have to press this button again. This same button, but it's a short press. To change the LCD, it is a long press. You hold it down until you hear an alarm, a sound. But if you are changing the voltage, you just press it subtly. So then the voltage here will change. So let me press it here now. I'm observe the voltage here. So let me press it. So I've pressed it. Then I will come in and observe it. So you can see it has changed to 36-volt system. So it means that after exiting my diagnostic mode and I collected my battery system was the 36-volt system. Let me press it again and change it to 48. I've pressed it again. Then I will observe it this 48-volt system. So if I press it again, it will now go back to 12-volt system. Let me try it again. I press it, then it will go back to 12-volt system. So it means that if I exit diagnostic mode now, then I want to power the board, then I must use 12-volt system. So that's what it means, and it will be displaying on all the LCD, on the output, on all the LCD during the diagnostic mode. So that's just it concerning changing the voltage now. So I've changed it again and return to 24. So that's concerning that now for the voltage system. So you can select the voltage of your choice, maybe 12 volts, 24, 36 or 48, depending on the battery system you want to use with the inverter. That's another one. Now to change the LCD now, if you want to change the LCD, what you do is, based on the arrangement here, the first one is plug. So if I press this this switch now, I hold it down until I hear the sound from this booster. I hear the sound for this booster, it will change and select this display. So I have to collect this display to it first now. So let me now remove this one now. So and collect this display to it now. So let me remove it. I want to remove it now. I've removed it. This is the cable for this one. This is the cable. Let me insert it. Then these are the ports. Do not forget. This port is for the first two. This port, this one is for the plug, and this one, and this one. But this other port, now this other port is for all the remaining LCD, because this one and this one use 4 pin, while this one and the other one use 5 pin. So that's why. So now I want to plug it in. So I've plugged it in. You can see that the LCD is not displaying anything yet. So now let me now hold it down. I want to change the LCD. I want to change the LCD by holding this switch down now. Then until I hear the sound, that's when the LCD will change. So now you can now see that it's now working. So if I want to use this display, so I can use this display now. You can see that input output so is still displaying 24. It means that the system voltage after assisting the diagnostic mode will be 24-volt system. So let me now collect it with this display now. This second display, this one is from Uwako 1 kVA. I got it from Uwako 1 kVA inverter. So let me remove this one now. So I want to insert this. So do not forget, this is a 5-pin LCD. So I have to use it on this pin now. You can see now that the display is not displaying anything. So let me press this button now until I hear the sound again. Then you can see that the display is now coming up. So the display is now working. You can still see this 24. So it means that the voltage system after exiting the diagnostic mode will be 24-volt system. You can see that the display is now working now. So this is the Uwako 1.5 kVA display. So the display is now working. So this is the another display now. I want to select this display. So then let me remove it. Let me off it here. Then let me insert this one now. So I've inserted this display now. I will on my power supply again. So you can see the display is working, but the pattern is not drawn correctly. So I have to hold it down and select that display. Can now see that display is now working correctly. So I've selected this display now. So the other display, so let me insert the next one. So this is from SS power. You can see that this SS power, I've connected SS power to it now. So the display is working now. You can see the display is working for SS power now. So let me now change the display again. You can see, let me insert Blaze display now. So I want to use Blaze display now. You can see now, Blaze display is now working correctly now. So this Blaze display, so it's 24, and this Blaze display. So the next one now Let me put this one, all this one aside. So the next one is this display from AliExpress. So let me remove the blaze display. Then the next one is from AliExpress. This AliExpress display. You can see that display has come up, but the pattern is not set up properly. So I have to select it by pressing the button. Do not forget. So you can see now. So display is now working. I've selected AliExpress display. So then this display can also work on it exactly where you select this display. So these two can work on the same principle. So this one is for sound feed hybrid inverter, this one for AliExpress. So let me remove this one now and insert this one into the socket. So this is sound feed now. You can see that it's now working display. This is it's working perfectly now. So the display is working perfectly. So this for sound feed hybrid inverter. So that's for this inverter. So the last one, which is not the least, is the Mercury. This is the Mercury SAG. So I want to select Mercury now. That is the Mercury. You can see that it's working, but the pattern is not drawn correctly. So I have to select it. And so you can see now that it's displaying 24. So the display is now working properly. So this is the first video on this board. So the next video I will connect this board to a transformer, to the MOSFET board, then to the transformer and an oscilloscope to examine the wave and how the display will operate during working mode. But this is the diagnostic mode, and I want to show you that this board can communicate with presently now with up to 9 display. Maybe plug and LED display, the character LCD, common one, UACO LCD 2.5, blaze display, SS power, AliExpress display, sound feed, and Mercury display. So up to now, up to 9 display. So this board is a better choice for you if you want to build inverter and want to use custom display. And if you want to know how to use custom display, you can still contact us. I will teach you. I can still train you on that. So how to use custom. You have many of these LCD in your store and you want to use it to design inverter, you can contact ABSO LAB Technology. My phone number is on the screen. So I will teach you on how to use it. So then the next video, I will now connect this board to MOSFET board and this display one by one and examine how they will operate with during inverting mode. So thank you and God bless.